To humans, to our society, a year is long, 10 years is very long, and a century is forever. In geologic time, that's nothing. That's a snap. Sea level's confusing because in 5,000 years, it hasn't changed much, and that's pretty much all of human civilization. As the planet changes temperature, either naturally or because of humans, the amount of ice on land will change, and sea level will change. I mean, it's really simple.
So what you see behind is king tide flooding. And so this is salt water that's coming over this seawall, but it's also coming up through our storm drains. This is an example of sea level rise.
This particular map, which you see here in blue, shows the effect of a projected 2 feet of sea level rise. So you start to look at a map like this, and you see where things that are on high ground today are going to be in a totally different situation.
There is no one magic solution. You know, it's a multiple solution-based issue. We want to make sure as architects and planners that we're designing buildings that have built-in flexibility.
4 inches of rise, or 10 centimeters roughly, is going to mean a big difference. But we have meters of sea level rise ahead.
What I like to say is that there are other places that have figured out how to live with water. Venice is a great example.
It's not exactly a new challenge for Venice. That said, today there's areas of the city that now flood extremely frequently. I mean, almost too frequently.
Many people think that we can just protect everything by building a seawall. Venice has these gates that will lift up and block some of the flooding for a short time, but there's problems with that because it also traps the sewage in the lagoon.
The Mosè is not a systemic adaptation. The Mosè is, in the very best of interpretations, a painkiller.
Water comes to us in many dimensions because we also have a very porous lime-based structure here.
Coral-based rock is porous limestone. So if you build the wall, the water will go up underneath.
In other areas, let's say like the Netherlands, they isolate themselves more effectively.
The Port of Rotterdam is the number 9 port in the world. The most important thing to do is to look into the future, and one of the things that we took in account is possible sea level rise. This land has been constructed in height differences between 5 meters and 50 centimeters and 6 meters, and that's a safe height to be sure that we don't have any flooding here. The south side and the west side of our new port are protected with the soft seawall, as we call it. These are dunes and sandy beaches. On the northwest side of our port we have what we call a hard seawall, and that consists of 20,000 concrete cubes and a slope covered with stones.
Sea level's like permanent. It won't go down for 1,000 years, maybe longer.
Sea level rise is affecting global cities throughout the planet, and I don't think that we could just relocate every global city into other areas of the planet.
When you ask how Venice is going to deal with these challenges for the future, honest answer is, I don't know. There's absolutely no policy in place at an institutional level to address this.
The challenge that we have is that we really have proven that we're not good futurists. We are a reactive society. We're not very proactive. But you know, we have all the resources, we have the intelligence, we have the ability to design a future that has increased sustainability and resiliency.
And you can be quite sure that the Netherlands will keep monitoring the situation of the sea and the water, since we are a country of water, and if necessary adopt our sea defenses against the new threats that we will face in the future.
So we're standing here in South Florida, but you can imagine that this is something that it can occur anywhere, any coastal city in the world. And we're all connected through the oceans, so we're all connected to the sea level rise issue.
The sea is rising. It doesn't care whether we believe it or not. We need to think bigger for the next 30 years, for our children and grandchildren, for the next generation.
So I guess we'll all be gone if it goes a little higher, but I don't think I'm going to be here for it. So.